to the city streets, we began to feel the fire.
Alright, welcome back to Funny Computer Up. So in this video, I'm going to continue from where we stopped. This is the second part of knowing coreldraw interface and how it works. If you have not been able to go through the previous tutorials, you can check the description below and go through it because you need to do step one before you move over to step two. I still remain the one and only Epiphanian, your tech tutor, and I'm here to hold you by the hand and guide you through this graphic design training. Feel free to ask questions anywhere you get confused, and don't forget to, if possible, watch any of the videos two times in order to grab it very, very well. Okay, so this is the interface of CorelDRAW. You have been able to open it to this extent. So can you see we have some tabs? All these things you're seeing here is what we call tabs. We have file tab, we have edit tab, we have view tab, we have lots of tab. Okay, so any tab that we click on, we are going to see a drop down menu. Let me click on file. Can you see? Can you see hello loss that is inside file tab? If I click on edit tab, can you see hello loss? If I click on view tab, can you see hello lot? If I click on layout, can you see hello lot? Okay, so under file tab, you're going to see a lot that is on it. You can see new. If you want to create a new document, creating a new document is, for example, now one of the ways to use this is, let's say you are working on this particular, oh sorry, I've opened a new stuff. Let me close it. Okay, let's say you're working on this thing now. Okay, you're working on Funny Computer Up now, and another client, let's say another client came over to your office and now asks you to design another thing for him, and this person that you are handling his work is not around. Okay, is not presently with you. That client, that another client that came over to your office and now say, please, I want you to design something for me. It's just a small thing, and please, I want it urgently. Can you do it now? Okay. So it's obvious that client wants you to do that thing immediately. So you can't just close your cover drawer on this part and then open it again. No, you can just leave this one open and then create another new document. Just click on file, click on new. Okay, can you see that thing I just showed you? Because we did not shake this box, it is also displayed. So I will just click OK without making any settings. I'll just click OK. Can you see now I'm able to create a new document? Can you see? Because we have not been able, we did not change the name. So that is why we are seeing untitled one and other. So this is a new document. So you can just come over to this part and start designing for that client. Okay, then this I'm under Funny Computer now. This is how to know the differences. Under this Funny Computer hub, you can see up to 7 pages below here, but under this one, due to that default settings which we have made before, we have just 3 pages. Okay, so you can just come here and start designing for that client. Okay, even when you have not closed the one that you're working on, so you can be switching from one to another. Okay, so that is the work of the new. Then we have the other one. We have open with from templates. You have open if you have saved a work. Let's say you design something. After designing it, then you close up your work, or let's say there is something that you have designed on CorelDRAW and you want to open that thing. You just click on open. Okay, then look out for where you saved the work. Look out for where you saved it. Let's say this thing now. What am I going to show you now? Let's say this. Okay, let's say this now. Let's say this all these things you are seeing, remember all these things are current draws, right? Okay, these are files. So I'll just click on it. I'll click on open. Can you see open below here? Can you see open? My stuff is even here. I'll just click on open. Okay, it's opening. So it's opening. This is just a way to open a file that you have designed. Okay, remember, if you have designed the work on coreldraw, then you want to open the work, then you have to go over to open and open it. Okay, let's say for example you design a flyer on Photoshop. You cannot open it on coreldraw. The next thing here is this: we have open Lucent. Open Lucent is, if just once you place your cursor there, it will just open up all the Lucent files. Okay, can you see? You just display all the Lucent files. Lucent files is just those files that you have worked on recently. Okay, if I begin to open more files, those that are below will begin to disappear. Okay, can you see the one I just opened now? That is the one that is on top here. Can you see? Okay, so these are recent files. Let's say there is a work you just did recently and you close up your file and you open your corridor again. Instead of you to start clicking on open and start looking out for where you save the work, you can just click on, just place your cursor on recent file and then move your cursor to this side and select the file. Let's say let me select this one. You can just click on it, just click once on it, it will open up. Okay, so this is also another way to open a file that you have created. Okay, so this is a an invoice that I did for a client. So that is it. So we have lots of things. So at your own convenience, just play along with this. Play along. We have close. If you want to close a file, let's say I'm on this. I'm currently on this. Anyone that I'm on, you're going to see this blue highlight on it. If I'm on this one now, I'll click on it. Can you see now? You're going to see a blue highlight on the name. So let's say I'm on this now. Okay, I come here, I want to close it. Can you see? I'm click on close. Can you see? It will not ask me whether I want to save it. I'll say no, don't save. Can you see? Now I'm able to close it. So under this file now, if I click on close all, it will close all of this. It will close this one, close this one, close this one. Can you see? Okay, so this one, this thing that I see now is just the welcome screen. Okay, so I can decide to close it from here. Can you see this this icon that is here? It's just a close icon. I can decide to click on it and close it. Can you see? So if I want to close this one, there is a close icon here, click on it. Okay, so or you just click close here or close all to close all of them. Then moving down, we have save, we have save as. I believe if you have been able to do computer training, the basic, and you're able to do the fundamental training on computer, on ICT, you will be able to understand the difference between save and save as. These two words look familiar, but they are not the same. They don't perform the same function. Okay, save as. Let me start with save as. Save as, we use save as if we have not saved our work. Okay, let's say you just open coreldraw and you did not save your, yes, you just open coreldraw and you have not saved the work at all. Okay, you just design for a while and now decide to save it. What you're going to do is you are going to click on the file and click on save as. Okay, this is why you're clicking on save as is that, as the name implies, it says save as. It means that you want to save this thing as what? Okay, computer will even ask you, what do you want to save it as? It means that you want to save this thing as current draw file. You want to save it by giving it a name, selecting the document type, and then saving it to a specific place which you can easily remember. Okay, so you should be able to know that save and save as are not the same. If you mistakenly, for example, you design your work and you have not saved it and you just go over to save, you just click save, computer will not save that work. Rather, it will pull you from save and show you save as. It will not tell you, who are you? You want to save your work. Please tell us There's no problem. We are going to save your work. But please tell us, where do you want to save your work? Which name do you want to use to save your work with? Where? As what? Let me just show you what I've just said now. Let's say for example I am on this. I just decided to just do a little thing here. Add some colors. Okay, let me just add something. Don't worry, I'm going to teach you all this. Going to teach you all this. We're just going to take our time. Okay, so I decided to write something. Okay, then I'll now want to save it. Remember, I've not saved it, right? I'll now come here, click on save. Okay, let me create a new document and then show you this, because remember we added a name on the other one. So let me just copy all this. Okay, so remember, this is still showing untitled one, right? I'll just click on file. I click on save. Can you see what you we are going to see now is save as? Can you see it's showing us save as? It say save drawing. It's showing us save as. Okay, I'm still going to show you the differences now. So can you see now it's now showing me file name, means it's telling me I can change this name and enter the name I want to use. I can say okay, save it as phonic exercise. Okay, e now say save as type. How do you want to save this work? Obviously it's a word, it's a coreldraw document. I'm going to leave it as cdr coreldraw because I want to save it as this coreldraw so that I can still come back to it and edit it. Then the third question is going to ask you is where do you want to save this work? If I just click on save now, it will just be saved on my flyer folder, but I want it to be saved on my document. So I'll just click on this document, or sorry, on my desktop. Okay, once I'm through, come down here, click on save. Sorry, this my recording tool is blocking my save. Can you see this is my save? I'll just click on save. Can you see now? It has saved it. Can you, if you come up here, can you see this name? Fanic, right? Fanic exercise. If you come up here, you can you see now it that untitled one has been been changed to Fanic exercise. Do you see it now? Okay, so the next thing now is, for example, now I've been able to save this one, right? Let's say we added some things, we decided to make some changes and just make some little changes, and then I want to save now. Okay, being that I've been able to give it a file name and all that, I now made it that I want this thing to be saved on my desktop. So if I just close this down, go over to my desktop, you're going to see it. Can you see it up here? Fanic exercise. Can you see cover draw icon? Okay, so let me now come back here. Then being that I've been able to give it a file name, I'm able to tell my system that I want this file to be saved on my desktop background, and also I'm able to say that I want it to be saved as correct coreldraw document. So the next thing I'm going to do now is that, let's say I will just continue designing and all that. Then being that I've continued designing, the next thing I'm going to do now is that I want to save the work, right? So that any effect that I've added will also be saved. So what I'm going to do, I'm not just going to click on save as again. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on save. Once I click on save, just look down here. There's something that will come here and disappear. I'll click on save now. Can you see it has disappeared? Can you see? So that is it. Can you see now? It did not open up a dialog box for me to enter the file name again, for me to enter the type, for me to select where to save it again. Can you see now? So this is the difference between save and save as. Okay, so that is it. Make sure that you watch the videos very well and understand it. If you have any question, feel free to ask your questions. So that is it. Just play along. In the next tutorial, we are still going to continue from this part, so we are going to learn more how these tools works. All right, stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I still remain the one and only Epiphania. All right, bye for now.